So good morning. In the last lecture, we have seen the velocity acceleration of the piston in a 4-bar single slider crank chain mechanism. And today's lecture, first we will see what is the angular velocity and acceleration of connecting rod. After going from this, we will see the problems based upon the analysis part, what we discussed in the first lecture as well as in the second lecture. Okay, so let us take once again the same basic mechanism, single slider crank chain, which you have seen in the last class, for the analysis part once again. So this is angular velocity and angular acceleration of connecting rod. Let us take the basic mechanism, that is a slider crank mechanism. So this is the crank which is making an angle theta with line of stroke, and this is the radius of the crank R, and this is the length of the connecting rod L. And the connecting rod makes an angle beta with line of stroke, and let me call this is Y. Okay, and you have inner dead center and outer dead center. This is inner dead center and this is outer dead center. Okay, this is the mechanism which we have seen even in the last class. There we have seen the displacement part, and now we will see angular velocity and angular acceleration of connecting rod. So you are aware of it. This is the crank which is revolving, and this is the connecting rod. Okay, and which is oscillating. So let us see how we can get the angular velocity and angular acceleration of this connecting rod. So here I have written this is Y. So I can write the value of Y in terms of beta as well as in terms of theta. So if you write sine beta, which gives you opposite side by hypotenuse, that is Y by L from here. And whereas from here, if you write sine theta, which is Y by R. So or I can write Y is equal to L sine beta, and from here I can write Y is equal to R sine theta. So the left hand side of both the equations are same. That is Y is same. Either you write from this side or whether you write from this side, the value of Y will not change. So I can write L sin beta, that is equation 1 and 2 are same, that is equating left hand sides, y, then I can write L sin beta is equal to R sin theta. L sin beta is equal to R sin theta. Then if I write, this is sin theta. L sin beta is equal to R sin theta. So we have defined already basically one term L by R. What we defined L by R is N. So I can write sin beta is equal to R sin theta by L. Or this is also can be written sin theta by L by R. What is L by R? We know L by R is equal to N. So I can replace sin beta is equal to sin theta by N. This is another equation, say equation number 3. See, what I did is, I did a simple thing. Okay, I did a simple thing. What we did is, we have taken this y ordinate and we have written in terms of this beta and in this terms of theta. So sin beta I have written y by L and sin theta I have written y by R. Then I have written y is equal to L sin beta, y is equal to R sin theta. Left hand sides are equal, then right hand sides are equated. L sin beta is equal to R sin theta. I know L by R is N, which I have taken very beginning. Then I write sin beta is equal to R sin theta by L. Then I can rewrite L by R, which is N. So sin beta is equal to sin theta by N. Now differentiate equation 3. Differentiate equation 3 with respect to time. With respect to time. This is the equation number 3. So you are aware of it, sin theta differentiation is cos theta, and we are differentiating with respect to time. Then beta will become d beta by dt. So simply I can write cos beta into d beta by dt. So on the right hand side, n is a constant, 1 by n I take it out. Then sin theta differentiation, cos theta, and theta differentiation, d theta by dt. So what is d theta by dt? You are aware of it. D theta by dt is nothing but omega. So this can be written as 1 by n cos theta into omega. Okay. Then here I replace d beta by dt as the angular velocity of the connecting rod, or let me first write what is d beta by dt. So d beta by dt is omega by n cos theta by cos beta. So d beta by dt is equal to omega by n. So this cos beta, d beta by dt, here omega I have taken front and omega by n, then cos theta by cos beta. So this is one of the governing equation for us. And we know already some of the values of cos beta we have derived in the last lecture. I substitute that cos beta value and I replace d beta by dt as omega c. So we have defined d theta by dt is omega, that is rate of change of the crank rotation with respect to time, we called omega. Similar, d beta by dt means what? Rate of change of velocity of connecting rod. That is what I am calling angular velocity, that is omega c. So omega c is equal to omega by n into cos theta by cos beta. So omega by n cos theta and cos beta already we have written in the earlier, that is 1 by n root over n square minus sin square theta. This part already we derived in the first lecture. In beta, cos beta we have derived. So just adapting that value here, if I write it, then this becomes omega cos theta by root over n square minus sin square theta. Omega cos theta by root over n square minus sin square theta. Okay, so this is the first part, that is d beta by dt, that is omega c. Okay, so here look at this value, sin theta. What is the maximum value of sin theta? Sin theta can become maximum 1. And we said n is a larger value, then n square is also a bigger value. So if you subtract a smaller value from a bigger value, this bigger value will not change. That means I assume root n square minus sin square theta as approximately root n square, which is n. Okay, then I can write this equation as simply w cos theta by n. So you can use this form or you can use this form to find out the angular velocity of the connecting rod. We can use either this form or this form. This is complete form and this is simplified form, that is w cos theta by n. The assumption is sin theta maximum will be 1. So n is a bigger value, so n square is a still bigger value. A bigger value is subtracted with a smaller value, then this value will not change. So I have made it approximately n square minus sin square theta approximately root n square, which is n. Then I can write which is w cos theta by n, which is w cos theta by n. Okay, then we will see the angular acceleration of the connecting rod. Angular acceleration of connecting rod. Let me call it as a alpha c. So angular velocities we write with in terms of alpha. Alpha c is the angular acceleration of connecting rod. So how we can write this is alpha c is equal to rate of change of angular velocity of connecting rod, that is d omega c by dt. So this also can be written as d omega c by d theta into d theta by dt. And we know d theta by dt is nothing but omega. So I can write d theta by dt as omega, then d by d theta of omega c. What is omega c? We have written just now, we have written omega c. What is omega c? We have written omega cos theta by root over n square minus sin square theta. So without neglecting any term, I am writing the complete part of omega c. Just now we derived omega c, then we assumed the value of sin theta 1 and n is a bigger value. That is simplified version, but I am using it as it is the original version. So omega cos theta by root over n square minus sin square theta. Then what is d theta by dt? We know this is omega. So I can write alpha c is equal to omega into d by d theta of a by b equation. Okay, you know how to do the differentiation by a by b, or I can also write in the like AB form also. How? This is W cos theta, okay, into n square minus sin square theta. If I take it in the numerator, this becomes minus half. So you can differentiate this with respect to theta, d by d theta. Okay, UV formula, UV dash plus VU dash. So this omega, okay, and this omega also I will take it out. So omega square into cos theta differentiation is minus sin theta, okay, and theta differentiation is 1, okay, then n square minus sin square theta whole to the power of minus half, okay, plus then cos theta, then this is root x minus root x. So this is minus half n square minus sin square theta minus half minus 1 minus 3 by 2 into inside terms differentiation n square 0, then sin square theta, so minus 2 sin theta, then sin theta cos theta. So what I did, I applied UV formula, that is like omega cos theta n square minus sin square theta whole to the power of minus half. Omega is taken out, then I got omega square, then d by d theta of AB. A is cos theta, B is n square minus sin square theta minus half. So cos theta differentiation is minus sin theta, and this is as it is. Then now cos theta into differentiation of this, that is minus half n square minus sin square theta minus 3 by 2 into 0, then sin square theta 2 sin theta is cos theta. So let us simplify. This is omega square, okay, so I will take sin theta term also outside, sin theta, that is sin theta into what are the terms left inside? I have minus root over n square minus sin square theta minus half, okay, then this is cos theta into minus half n square sin square theta into 0 minus 2 sin theta cos theta. So anyhow first term will become 0, then 2 get cancelled, so this is get cancelled, then you have sin theta already taken out, okay, so then what is left there? This is cos theta into cos theta, and here minus, that is minus cos square theta, okay, into this is minus into this minus, okay, I get plus minus into minus, okay, cos theta, then what is there? N square minus sin square theta, okay, whole to the power of minus 3 by 2. So let us see what we did. So we have multiplied by 2 sin theta cos theta, okay, into this. So 2 get cancelled. Then what you have? Sin theta is already taken out. Then cos theta is there. Cos theta into cos theta cos square theta. Here minus and minus. So that becomes plus cos square theta into root n square minus sin square theta minus 3 by 2. Okay, so here, so I can write this is omega square sin theta. Okay, so then cos square theta minus n square minus sin square theta by n square minus sin square theta whole to the power of 3 by 2. So I have rearranged this like omega square sin theta, that is as it is I kept, then cos square theta, this cos square theta, and I have taken this n square minus sin square 3 by 2 into denominator, which becomes positive. Okay, then if I take it this and here minus 1 by 2, then plus 1, that becomes n square minus sin square theta. Okay, so this minus is there, minus. What I did is simply I have taken this term into denominator, then this value left over is cos square theta, and here I have already minus is there, and here minus half is there, and it is taken a denominator 3 by 2, so then it will be 1. So that is minus n square sin square theta, that is omega square sin theta by cos square theta minus n square sin square theta by n square minus sin square theta whole to the power of 3 by 2. Okay, so this is also can be written as, so if you take minus outside, minus omega square sin theta. Okay, then I have taken minus outside, then what are the other terms I have? Minus is taken out, n square, then cos square theta plus sin square theta. What is cos square theta plus sin square theta? What is cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So here already one minus is there, or let me put it like this, cos square theta plus sin square theta by this value n square minus sin square theta 3 by 2. So if I simplify once again, what is this value? This value is simply minus omega square sin theta n square minus 1 by n square minus sin square theta 3 by 2. So this is as it is value of alpha c. If you want still simplified version, you can simplify. How we can simplify? Like the previous, assuming sin theta is a smaller value, then you can replace by this sin square theta here simply n square. Okay, the simplified version is minus omega square. So I assume the value of sin square theta is a smaller value. Okay, then this will become n square whole to the power of 3 by 2 into sin theta into n square minus 1. Okay, so this becomes 2 get cancelled. Then simply this is minus omega square. Okay, then n sin theta into n square minus 1. So you can write this way, omega square sin theta into root over into n square minus 1. Okay, this is the simplified version. Let us solve a problem on the theory what we have discussed. Okay, let us see. If the crank and the connecting rod are 300 mm and 1 meters long respectively, and the crank rotates at a constant speed at 200 rpm, determine the crank angle at which the maximum velocity occurs and the maximum velocity of the piston. Let us solve a problem on the connecting rod which we discussed just now. Okay, the problem is like this. If the crank and connecting rod are 300 mm and 1 meters long respectively, and the crank rotates at a constant speed of 200 rpm, determine the crank angle at which the maximum velocity occurs and velocity of the piston. It is a straightforward problem. So based upon the analysis what we have carried in the first lecture, that is the piston velocity, okay, and the piston displacement category part. Let us see how we solve this problem. This is a straightforward problem. Let us write the data given. So it is crank and connecting rod lengths are like crank, that is radius of the crank, data given, crank radius 300 mm and length of the connecting rod L is 1 meter, that is 1000 mm. You write either in meter or mm, follow one pattern. Okay, then it rotates at a constant speed. The speed is 200 rpm. The speed is 200 rpm. That is n is 200 rpm. Then what you are supposed to find out? You are supposed to find out, determine, okay, first one, A bit, crank angle, that is theta, at maximum velocity occurs, theta where V max. And the second one, what is that maximum velocity of the piston? So once you find the theta, then substituting that corresponding theta in the velocity equation, we get velocity maximum. That is a direct substituting problem. So we have the basic equation, velocity of the piston, which we have derived already, omega r into sine theta plus sine 2 theta by 2n. This is the equation already known to us. Omega angular velocity, r radius of the crank, theta angle made by the crank with line of stroke, n is ratio of length of the connecting rod to the radius of the crank. So first let me calculate value of n, which is L by r. So L is 1000, r is 300, so 1000 by 300, it is 3.33. So my requirement is where the velocity occurs maximum. So maximum velocity of the piston condition is, maximum velocity of piston, how we can calculate? So if you equate dVp by d theta is 0, that is the velocity where it occurs maximum can be obtained the theta value by differentiating that velocity equation with respect to theta and equating it to 0. So dVp by d theta, that is d by d theta of the equation omega r sine theta plus sine 2 theta by 2n. So omega r, okay, that is taken out, which is a constant. Then sine theta differentiation, cos theta, then sin 2 theta differentiation, cos 2 theta, 2 theta differentiation 2, then 2 by n. So 2 get cancelled. So that is omega r into cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n, which is equated to 0. So you are aware of it, if a into b is 0, that is a two variables product is 0, either a be 0 or b be 0. So you are aware of it, if a into b is 0, means either a 0 or b 0, then only it is possible. If you look at here, omega r into cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n, omega r never becomes 0 because r is radius, it never becomes a 0. Omega angular velocity, it is running, means it never becomes 0. So this never becomes 0. It never becomes 0. So only possibility is this cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n becomes 0. So what is it? So cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n is 0. So I can write n cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n is 0, or n cos theta plus cos 2 theta is 0, cross multiplied. Okay, then substitute cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta minus 1, then n cos theta plus 2 cos square theta minus 1 is 0. So cos 2 theta is written as 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is from the basic trigonometry, you know it. So now I got a quadratic equation, 2 cos square theta plus n cos theta minus 1. What is n? 3.3. So I can write this is 2 cos square theta plus 3.33 cos theta minus 1 is 0. So let me write the roots for the equation. Cos theta is equal to minus b, that is minus 3.33 plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. A is 2, so 2 into 2. So minus b, minus 3.33 plus b square minus 4ac, 3.33 whole square minus 4 into a into c, 1. Okay, what is c here? Minus 1. Minus 1. Okay, by 2a, 2 into 2. So if you substitute and get the values of theta, theta becomes, solving this equation you get theta 75 degrees. So that means this is the angle where velocity of the piston is maximum, that is the A bit. Then what is the second bit? Is direct substitution. What is the velocity of the piston? That is at theta 75. If I substitute in this equation, okay, so I will write here omega p max is omega r. So what is omega? 2 pi n by 60. So omega r, omega is 2 pi n by 60 into r, radius of the crank. Of course, n is 200 and r, radius of the crank, let me put it in meters, 0.3. Then sin theta, sin 75 plus sine 2 theta by 2n, sine 150 by 2 into n, 3.33. So you substitute that value, okay, then you get velocity max by substituting. If you calculate this velocity max, you get the value is 6.54 units is meters per second, because I have substituted the meters terminology. Okay, I get velocity maximum is 6.54 meters per second. Let us solve another problem. Okay, that is connecting rod problem. Previous problem we have seen piston velocity, and now we will see the connecting rod problem. That is the lecture 2, the analysis part, what we have covered. That part let us see. In a slider crank mechanism, the length of crank and connecting rod are 150 and 600 mm respectively. The crank position is 60 degrees from inner dead center. The crankshaft speed is 450 rpm. Determine the first bit velocity and acceleration of slider, and the second one angular velocity and acceleration of the connecting rod. So it covers almost whatever we have discussed till now, lecture 1 and lecture 2 entire part. So the equations we use here and directly substituting those things, we will solve this problem. What is the data given? Let us see. It is crank and connecting rod of 150 and 600 mm. That is crank is R 150, then connecting rod L 600 mm. Okay, then the position of the crank theta 60 degrees from the inner dead center, and speed 450 rpm. Okay, so determine first velocity and acceleration of slider. That is velocity as well as acceleration of slider. This is the first part. Then second part is angular velocity and angular acceleration of connecting rod. This is part 1, and part 2, that is angular velocity of the connecting rod and angular acceleration of connecting rod. Direct substitution problem you can do without simplifying the terms. If you know the complete equations, you can do direct complete substitution, or else simplification part also you can do. Let us see. We know n is equal to L by R, where L is equal to 600, R is 150, this is 4. Then omega 2 pi n by 60, that is 2 pi 450 by 60. So you get the value of omega, okay, 2 pi n by 60 by substituting 47.13 radians per second. Let us first do it the velocity and acceleration of slider. So velocity of slider is nothing but the piston omega Vp. Okay, so you are aware the equation omega R sin theta plus sin 2 theta by 2n. Direct substitution. Omega, we have the value 47.13 and R 0.15. Let me put it in meter. Sin theta 60, sin 2 theta 120, 2 into 4. By substituting this, the velocity of the piston, you get 6.9 meters per second. Then acceleration of the slider or a piston, FP. Okay, so what is it? The equation for this? The equation for this, omega square r into cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n. Omega square r into cos theta plus cos 2 theta by n. Once again substitute omega 47.13 r 0.15 cos theta 60 plus cos 120 n 4. Okay, so if you substitute in this equation, you get 124.9 this is meter per acceleration second square. This is the first bit. Then second bit, that is angular velocity, angular acceleration of connecting rod. You know the equation omega c, okay, angular velocity of connecting rod, which we have derived omega cos theta by root over n square minus sin square theta. If you want directly without neglecting any terms, you can substitute, or else I can assume approximately equal to, like if I consider sin theta maximum 1 and root n square minus 1 can be taken as root n square, then it will be omega cos theta by n. This is my assumption. Taking sin square theta smaller value, okay, that is maximum 1, and n square is a bigger value. A bigger value minus 1 will not change its value under root. Then it is omega cos theta by n. So let us substitute 47 point, what is omega 47.13 cos theta 60 by n is 4. So you get this is 5.9 radians per second, because this is angular velocity of connecting rod. Okay, then angular acceleration of connecting rod, that is alpha c. So you are aware of this equation, complete equation I am writing, omega square sin theta by cos square theta minus n square minus sin square theta by n square minus sin square theta whole to the power of 3 by 2. This is complete equation which we derived in the earlier. So if I rewrite them like cos square theta plus sin square theta 1, and if I take the minus outside, this is minus omega square sin theta, okay, into this is minus n square, already taken one minus outside, so plus n square, then this will be cos square theta plus sin square theta 1, okay. So this is cos square theta minus of minus plus sin square theta, I have taken minus outside, minus 1 by n square minus sin square theta 3 by 2. So I can simplify this like assuming sin square theta is a smaller value, so I can neglect this value and I can write it like minus omega square sin theta n square minus 1 and this is n square whole to the power of 3 by 2. So 2 get cancelled. So this becomes n cube. So I can write here alpha c is minus omega square. Okay. Similar, if I take this value, that is n square is a bigger value, and if I neglect the subtraction of 1, simply I can take it sine theta into n square. So this is an approximation because I am assuming this is a 1 and this is a bigger value. A small value is subtracted from bigger value. I will not much change in that equation. So by that into n cube. So here n square, this get cancelled. This is minus omega square sine theta by n. Okay. So if I substitute the values of omega, that is how much? 47.13 whole square, theta 60, n is 4. So this I get the value of this. If I substitute it, 481 radians per second square. Okay. So